from Sarangani Province, Philippines,
and boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's get ready to rumble!
This Manny Pacquiao or something.
Pacquiao lives up to all the expectations and more.
He can do everything. That's what makes him so complicated. He is the pound-for-pound champion.
One of the greatest of all time.
PBOTE, the best of this era.
Welcome to PacMonth. Besides his blindingly fast and non-stop punching abilities, Manny is also well known for his tremendous power that each of those punches possess. However, one thing that is overlooked from Pacquiao's tremendous capabilities is his unbelievable stopping power and one-punch capability. This ability is remarkable for boxers who are as small as Pacquiao, who fight in lighter weight classes as their punching power is weaker compared to that of those in heavier weight classes. With this tremendous power combined with his terrific footwork, Manny has taken down several opponents, including top-caliber fighters and boxing legends. For this episode, we will be taking a look at Manny Pacquiao's most savage knockouts in his career. Another vicious knockout would happen during the grand finale of the rivalry of Manny Pacquiao and the great Erik Morales. This fight would happen on November 18, 2006 at the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, 10 months after their second bout. This finale was turned into a title match wherein Pacquiao would have to defend his WBC International Super Featherweight Championship. During the opening bell, both fighters would take to the center of the ring and trade punches, looking for counters and opportunities to go in and gain the upper hand. Pacquiao would catch Morales with multiple solid hooks, as the two would finish the round engaging head-on. In the second round, both fighters would take to the ropes, delivering vicious flurries towards each other. The two would then go on to trade punches, with Pacquiao delivering the more powerful blows as he absorbed Morales' stiff shots to the head. Pacquiao catches Morales with a swift left hook after being backed up against the ropes, sending Morales down to one knee. The two would end the round in an absolute slugfest, completely letting their hands go, throwing punch after punch. Pacquiao and Morales would start off the third round by trading very solid punches, with Pacquiao looking for counters and Morales being the aggressor. Pacquiao's hooks would be very prominent in the fight, as he sets up Morales against the ropes to unload overwhelming flurries before finally delivering a solid straight that sent Morales down to the canvas. Upon beating the count, Pacquiao would engage Morales throwing hooks and flurries as Morales keeps on swinging and dodging Pacquiao's punches. However, Pacquiao would not stop throwing as his punches kept landing until he finally delivers the same left straight, sending Morales down, refusing to get up. Pacquiao would retain his WBC International Super Featherweight Championship. 5 months after ending his historic rivalry against Morales, Pacquiao would take on another Mexican star, the undefeated Jorge Solis from Guadalajara, Jalisco, hailing from the same hometown as the iconic Canelo Alvarez.
Perfect.
Solis was the bigger man coming into the fight, standing 9 centimeters taller than Pacquiao, who was set to defend his WBC International Super Featherweight title. The fight was officially held at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. During the first few rounds, both men would start throwing hands in order to gain the upper hand. However, both fighters would find it awkward engaging as they are still adjusting to each other's style. Pacquiao would put up an aggressive offense, delivering short flurries and catching Solis with solid punches. Solis would try to contest this offense, achieving success by landing a few solid straights and combinations towards Pacquiao's face, utilizing his longer reach. Coming into the middle rounds, Pacquiao would struggle to engage and put pressure on Solis, due to Solis' height and bouncy movement. Despite the struggle, Pacquiao would continuously switch from aggressive to a counter-punching style in an effort to answer back at the very solid offense Solis brought to these rounds. The sixth round would be the major turning point of the fight, as it started off with aggressive trades from both fighters, eventually ending up with a clash of heads, cutting Pacquiao's eyebrow. After receiving a vicious straight from Solis, this is where Pacquiao would awaken and start unleashing lightning-fast barrages towards Solis, backing him up against the ropes. We would see a more patient Pacquiao in the last two rounds, as he would continuously catch Solis with his straights, before finally delivering fast combinations and vicious power punches straight at Solis' face. Pacquiao would deliver a solid barrage of punches into a right uppercut that would knock down Solis. Solis would barely beat the count, as Pacquiao would finally end the fight by delivering an uppercut into a 1-2 combination, sending Solis back down to the canvas. Pacquiao would go on to win via vicious knockout, retaining his WBC International Super Featherweight title. After having tremendous matches and sparking rivalries with Marco Antonio Barrera and Juan Manuel Marquez way back in 2004 and 2005, the then dubbed as the Merciless Pacquiao would then make a comeback to fighting in Asian promotions against the Thai boxer Fasong 3K Battery. The fight was not well known as it was held in the Philippines at the MC Home Depot Open Air Arena in Taguig City. Pacquiao was the bigger fighter in the bout, giving him the size and reach advantage over the Thai warrior. During the first round, Pacquiao would hold a much more grounded stance, trying to put pressure on Fasong, utilizing his reach advantage. Fasong would however deliver a heavy right hook, which would cause Pacquiao to dart towards Fasong, unloading bombs and lunging power punches. Fasong would then overextend with a huge haymaker, causing him to slip. Pacquiao would welcome Fasong in the second round with a huge barrage of punches, until he lands a left straight right on Fasong's head, knocking him down at the corner. Pacquiao continued with the assault, overwhelming Fasong with heavy barrages and utilizing his long-range jabs that would land flush on his head. Pacquiao would knock down Fasong once more during the bell at the end of round 3. The Thai warrior's resilience wouldn't last long, as all those head blows would build up. Pacquiao would then deliver a heavy combination into a heavy left uppercut, sending Fasong to the canvas. As he gets up to beat the count, Pacquiao goes on to hunt him down, delivering the final blow to Fasong as both of his feet leave the ground before finally crashing down to the canvas. This fight is one of the most historic and detrimental fights of Manny Pacquiao's career, as this would earn him his very first world championship. His opponent was the reigning and defending WBC flyweight champion, Thailand's Chatchai Sasakol. The fight was held in Sasakol's home country, at the Tonsok College ground in Futamonton. Coming into the fight, Pacquiao looked like the bigger fighter, in which he would become the aggressor from the opening to the early rounds, continuously pushing forward and pressuring Sasakol. The more experienced champion, however, would outbox the younger Pacquiao, landing solid blows that rocked Pacquiao, stopping his momentum. The two would continue to trade punches, making the earlier rounds somewhat even. During the preceding rounds, Pacquiao would throw the more damaging bombs towards Sasakol's face, rocking the champion. Despite keeping up with the champion in the early rounds, Pacquiao would be outboxed by Sasakol, intercepting his offense as well as overwhelming Pacquiao with terrific blows and combinations. Despite being outboxed by the champion, Pacquiao's engine and hard chin would allow him to keep fighting, as he absorbed Sasakol's powerful shots. Pacquiao would eventually start landing blows that went directly to Sasakol's face. During the 8th round, Pacquiao would receive more blows from the champion. However, a staggering left straight would stun Sasakol, allowing Pacquiao to press forward and deliver a vicious left hook to finish off the champion. Chachai would try to get up to beat the count but was unable to, as he stumbled and rolled to the ground, defeated. This major win would grant Pacquiao his first world championship in his professional career. The most devastating knockout punch of the Filipino destroyer at his prime was unleashed upon the great British brawler, Ricky the Hitman Hatton. Prior to his match with Pacquiao, Hatton was undefeated, with his only loss coming from the undefeated pound-for-pound king, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Following this defeat, Hatton would hire Floyd Sr. for a few months in order to improve his lackluster defense. Hatton and his whole camp along with Floyd Sr. would be very vocal about his upcoming fight with Pacquiao, saying that Freddie Roach made him very predictable and his speed doesn't mean anything without the power.
Same move every time.
Same move, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
Right hook, roll under. Right hook, roll under. Right hook, spin off. Just give him something to spin off onto.
Are you ready for Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah. Not worried about that, I'm going to go straight on the front.
Love him.
I believe I'm the bigger puncher, I'm the stronger guy, the bigger guy. I'll be straight on the front foot.
During the first round, Hatton would recklessly move forward towards Pacquiao with his guard down, as Pacquiao would catch him multiple times with right hooks. Hatton would then resort to the signature Mayweather clinching, trying to tie up Pacquiao and land some punches himself. However, Pacquiao would take advantage of Hatton's lack of defense by throwing stiff jabs and quick combinations, which would then lead to a swift right hook that sends the British boxer to his knees. A shocked Hatton would then get sent to the ropes, receiving vicious flurries as he got knocked down the second time during the last 10 seconds of the first round. Hatton comes swinging into the second round, keeping an open guard as he tries to outbox Pacquiao. However, Pacquiao's terrific angling and timing would allow him to capitalize on Hatton's open guard and land hard blows to Hatton's head. Pacquiao would keep up his overwhelming offense with stiff straights and right hooks, as well as devastating combinations against the ropes. Once Pacquiao saw the opening, he delivered the career-ending right hook to Hatton's chin, sending him crashing down to the canvas. Pacquiao would be solidified as the best pound-for-pound fighter during that era, as he claimed his 6th world title from a different weight division. This devastating upset would shatter the tremendous career of the Brit, as he was completely overpowered and outboxed in just 2 rounds of fighting after being undefeated for so long. This would be another boxer that Pacquiao was sent to retirement, as this loss took a huge toll on Hatton's career and mental health. Pacquiao is a true legend in the sport of boxing, doing the unreal and the unthinkable. Do you agree with our list? Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Tune into our next set of episodes for PacMonth as we continue to delve into Pacquiao's epic rivalries during his prime years. Consider subscribing to our channel and leave us a like if you've enjoyed the video. This is PacMonth.